the most dangerous walk you will ever take, and why it is absolutely worth it. Today, I am going to show you the most unusual 10-minute walking protocol that acts like the ultimate biological reset for your entire body. And I am not just talking about getting fit or helping your heart and lungs. I am talking about literally rewiring your brain. But I have to start with a warning, because what I am about to describe could land you in the emergency room if you rush it. If your knees are aching, your balance is a little off, and you find yourself shuffling more than you used to, the absolute worst thing you could do is go for a normal walk on a flat sidewalk. That kind of walking actually accelerates the breakdown of knee cartilage, and I need to be clear right from the start. You have to build up to this gradually. This is not something you jump into overnight. Welcome to Health Mile. If this is helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We bring you practical, science-backed health guides every single week. And tell us in the comments, which city are you watching this from today? Let us start with what is actually happening when you walk on a flat sidewalk or a flat treadmill. Think about the animals you see at the zoo, living on flat, concrete surfaces. Completely unnatural. Your foot has been shaped over a very long time to navigate uneven surfaces. Rocks, dirt, unpredictable terrain. But for the last 100 years, we have put our feet into cushioned shoes and walked on flat, hard surfaces for hours every single day. Your cerebellum, the part of the brain that controls balance, coordination, and posture, literally contains half of the neurons in your entire brain. It is a massive supercomputer. But because you only walk on flat, predictable surfaces, this supercomputer has almost nothing to do. It sits on autopilot, and as you move into your 60s, this brain tissue begins to shrink. Ordinary walking on flat surfaces does absolutely nothing to stop that process. And consider this. If you take 10,000 steps a day on flat pavement, you are hitting the exact same spot on your knee cartilage 10,000 times every single day. That is why so many people end up with bone-on-bone knees despite walking regularly. The walking most people do is an illusion of exercise. The body barely has to adapt. There are two things the brain genuinely responds to: novelty, meaning something new and unpredictable, and uneven pressure, which forces that idle cerebellum to wake up and get to work. At the same time, you need a movement that shifts the mechanical load away from the worn-out spot on your knee cartilage and forces your glutes and hamstrings to do the work they have been avoiding for years. You do not need the gym. You do not need brain puzzles. What I'm about to describe is far more powerful than both. You are going to walk backwards, and eventually you're going to do it up a gradual grassy hill. When you start walking backwards, several remarkable things happen immediately. The pressure on your knee joints drops by 40% instantly. There is a neurological reflex triggered by backward walking that causes the hamstrings to lengthen. So flexibility improves and the tension in your lower back loosens. One study found a 13% improvement in hamstring flexibility from backward walking alone. But the most powerful effect is what happens in your brain. It lights up. You are stimulating and waking up the cerebellum, the part of the brain that has been on autopilot for decades. And with consistent practice, it begins to thicken and rebuild itself. Then, once you are comfortable walking backwards on a flat surface, you add the next layer. You gradually begin walking backwards up a gentle, grassy hill. This activates the glutes, the large, powerful muscles between your navel and your knees, more effectively than almost any other movement. And the uneven ground sends a constant stream of new sensory information to the brain, forcing it to adapt, react, and rewire in real time. Now, let me be very clear about how to do this safely. I do not recommend this for anyone who is frail or has serious balance problems, and I absolutely do not recommend starting on a hill. You begin on flat ground first. Go to your backyard. Start walking backwards slowly in a gentle circle. Get comfortable with the coordination. You may need a few weeks just on the flat before you feel truly stable. That is completely fine. Even that alone is going to send so much new information to your brain that you will begin to notice real changes in your coordination and balance. Once you feel confident on flat ground, find a gentle, gradual hill, not a steep one. A park works perfectly. Start walking backwards up that hill very slowly, just a small section of it. Give yourself another few weeks to feel comfortable at this level. And some people may never progress to the hill at all. They may simply get comfortable walking backwards on flat ground, and that is a genuine result in itself. Backward walking on any surface reduces knee pressure, activates the hamstrings and glutes far more effectively than forward walking, and delivers a neurological workout that forward walking simply cannot match. One more tip. Instead of walking on cement, seek out grass or a park with uneven surfaces. Even if you are walking forward, uneven ground sends far richer signals to the brain, activates muscles that flat surfaces never reach, strengthens your ankles and knees, and stretches the hamstrings. All of this happens in exactly the same amount of time as your regular walk. You are not adding time, you are multiplying the benefit. For footwear, choose flat shoes without raised heels. You want to be as grounded as possible. Barefoot walking on grass, if you are comfortable with it, is even better. 10 minutes of this protocol does more for your cognitive function, your knee health, your balance, and your brain than an hour of flat surface walking ever could. Start gradually, stay safe, and give it time. The results will speak for themselves. If this video helped you, please hit the like button and subscribe to Health Mile. We post practical health guides every single week. See you in the next video.